Hi, everyone. I'm going to get started. I want to be mindful of your time and want to get through my presentation to get you to the good stuff, which is talking to the staff and students who work in this building. My name is Kelly Cavanaugh. I'm the principal of Oliver Ames High School. This is the start of my 5th year here. It's actually hard for me to imagine, and I can't imagine being in a better community of Easton and an unbelievable high school. This is the 4th high school I've worked in my career, and it is, I can't express to you enough what a truly, truly special place this is. Just a little bit about me. I'm a former special educator who went into administration about 15 years ago and found my way to being a building principal, which has been the best job I've ever had, especially here at OA. I'm a mom of a high schooler, so I'm going to be living this with you guys next year, and I have a 10th grader and a 7th grader. And so I learn a lot from them every day that make me a better leader and a better principal to the kids in this school. The object of tonight is to give you guys a really comprehensive overview of what Oliver Ames has to offer and give you the opportunity to talk with our students and staff to learn about what the high school experience is like. And then for students in the spring, we come back again and we get to know a little bit more about the ins and outs of what the day-to-day looks like here and to help to prepare you for your transition to high school. And that is our step-up day in June. So today I'm going to do about a 15-minute presentation for you guys. I'll do a Q&A at the end, and then you can go into our 2 gyms where we have our athletic, all of our coaches, our club advisors, our department heads are in there to answer any questions you have. And then as you walk out of the auditorium, if you go to the right, there will be students available to take you on tours of the first floor. You can see the great spaces we have, like our woodworking and metalworking, our kitchen, our classroom spaces, the cafeteria, auditorium, well, you're in the auditorium, the gyms, all of the good stuff that we have here at Oliver Ames. So to start, I just want to do a few introductions. I have 2 partners in crime who are amazing. We're an unbelievable team. Mr. Master Giacomo over here and Mrs. Neely over here. There are 2 assistant principals. They're here all night as well to answer any questions for you. And then other really important administrators to know here in the building, Mrs. Mancuso, our Director of Guidance, and Ms. Bethel, our Special Education Coordinator, who were unable to attend tonight, but there are people in the gyms that could answer questions for you in terms of special education and school counseling. And then Ms. McDonald, our athletic director, who is setting up for football right now, and Mr. Chase, our music director, who will also be in the gym, can answer any questions you have about our music and performing arts programs. So a little bit about OHS. We have about 1,000 students here and 140 faculty. I've heard such amazing things about this 8th grade class, by the way, and you're actually the biggest in the district. So you will bump our numbers up next year to a little over 1,000, which is exciting for us. We are accredited by the New England Association of Colleges and Schools and Colleges. It's a pretty extensive accreditation process that we just actually went through the first steps of it, our self-study back in October. Got really, really excellent reviews, and I'm going to share some of the survey feedback that we got through that process with you at the end of the presentation so you can get to understand a little bit about what students and families are saying about their experiences here at Oliver Ames. And then finally, we're ranked as the #1 public high school in Bristol County. So just some stats for you about OA. Why are we called Oliver Ames High School? Well, back when Oliver Ames was in its infancy, it grew very fast over the first 10 years we were here, and Governor Oliver Ames funded a new high school, and we named it after him. If you ever go on a tour of the State House, which I've been with our state championship boys soccer team and cross-country team many times over the past few years, there is a bust of Oliver Ames, and many of our kids love to take selfies with them and post them online. So Oliver Ames High School is a comprehensive high school, and what does that mean? We, unlike a lot of other high schools in the area, we not only have the core academics that you would expect in a high school, math, science, English, social studies, world language, but we have an entire business and applied arts department that has cooking, film, woodworking, media, career-focused oriented classes that really give students an experience outside of just the content areas and lets them explore career opportunities, as well as some of the skills and concepts that we want them to know about how to live a healthy, productive life when they leave here. We have personal finance, accounting, a lot of really great classes that I'm going to go over with you so that you can see exactly what we have to offer in those departments. So these are the graduation requirements for OA. This is last year's boys soccer team, when they won the states. And you'll see that our graduation requirements also include industrial technology, consumer and family science, business and technology as requirements. And I think you'll find, if you talk to OA students, these are some of their favorite classes because of the practical application and career-oriented nature of their curriculum. And then these are some of those courses that I was speaking about. So on top of your English courses, your math courses that are mandated by the state over the course of the 4 years, we have a variety of classes that provide some really unique opportunities. And some that I'd like to point out to you is this child development class. Students graduate with their EEC license, and they actually work at the daycare in Blanche Ames during the day while they're here. So they are able and licensed to be able to get jobs outside of school at daycare facilities while they're still in high school. And then a lot of our students do end up pursuing education after that. They can also earn college credits for those courses. The same thing with our internship course. So our internship course actually has chunks of time throughout the week blocked out so students can be mentored and go on to job sites. So we have students in law firms, real estate agencies, classrooms, nurses' offices, medical facilities, attorney's office, even following some of our DPW workers in electrical work. So it's a great opportunity in your junior and senior year to get real-world practical experience in different careers so that you can kind of make a decision of what life after high school might look like for you and what you want to study. These are our current AP course offerings. A lot of students are really interested in having the experience of a college curriculum in their high school years. And after taking an AP course, if you get a 3 or above on the exam, many colleges will accept that as a prerequisite or to take away another class that you might have to take. So for example, if you take AP English language, you might not have to take freshman English as a college student. And we have AP courses are different than early college, which I will explain to you in just a moment. The other great opportunity we have here is if there's any course we don't offer here for you and you want to take, we have a virtual high school option where you can go to a classroom and go online to the Massachusetts Virtual High School and take the course. This year, some popular courses are American Sign Language, AP Government, and Criminology. So some things that are unique about Oliver Ames and our schedule: every student's giving an advisory with somewhere between 12 to 16 people and a teacher, and you meet 3 times a cycle, and you stay together for all 4 years. The intention behind this is to add just another trusted adult and group of people that you get to experience the growth through high school together, but it's also an opportunity for us to do some work on some of the skills that we're working on outside of the curriculum. I mean, they're built into the curriculum, but some of those like soft skills about communication skills, building relationships, advocating for yourself, resiliency. In our advisory teachers work with each student to develop goals and plans throughout every year to help work on some of those skills, identify and reflect on the skills that they need to work on, and then work on them. The other thing that we have is H-Block. So H-Block is a flex period during the day, which our students love. We put this in place a year ago. It was met 3 times a cycle, and we ended up changing our schedule towards the end of last year to increase it to 4 times a cycle. It's a time to get extra help, enrichment, and makeup work during the day. So students, we have an online program. They can go on, sign up with whatever teacher they want to see. When H-Block comes, they arrive with that teacher, they get the support that they need or the enrichment that they need, and with the amount of activities our students do after school, having time to do that during the day has made a tremendous impact, not only on the time management of their life, but their social emotional health. They're not staying up as late at night, they report back, because they have the time during the day to get what they need, their needs met. I mentioned the internship and child development classes, and then we have the early college credit program, which is newer to our school, and I want to tell you a little bit about. So early college is designed to expand student access to college and career pathways. Our goal over the next 3 years is that students will be able to graduate from Oliver Ames with 30 college credits, so 1 full year of college complete as they get their diploma. And all of these courses are offered right here in Oliver Ames, taught by Oliver Ames teachers. We have a great partnership with Quincy College, and we're building the number of courses that students can take during their 4 years here over the next 3 years in different pathways. So there's going to be a medical and healthcare pathway, there's going to be a business and finance pathway, and then there's going to be an education and early childhood pathway. So this program really provides two great things. One, students who maybe are wondering if college is for them, the opportunity to take a college course and go onto college campuses and sit in classes and audit classes and get to know what the experience might look like. We just sent a group of accounting students to Quincy College, and the feedback we got from them was outstanding. Students who didn't see themselves as college kids now do, and students who were fearful of the college experience got to have some experiential knowledge that alleviated some of that anxiety. So we're very fortunate that we just got a $25,000 grant from DESE, and we're applying for another one in order to support financing students to get these college credits for free this year and hopefully in the future. Okay. This is just some information for you guys about recent college acceptances, as well as what most of our students do. So every year, somewhere between 84 and 88% of our students go on to four-year colleges. About 8% enroll in two-year colleges and technical schools, 2% in employment, 1% in armed forces, and then about 3% do a gap year, go to a prep school. Although we want to we design our 4 years here for 100% of these students, and we know that not every pathway is the same for every kid. So our school counseling department works very closely with every student to decide what that pathway is for them. But you do see that the majority of our students enroll in four-year colleges when they graduate from OA. Okay. And then finally, just about community and club connections. We have over 60 clubs and activities, and any student who wants to start, I think I've started 3 or 4 new clubs just this year based on student interests that are growing rapidly. So there's always something to do at the end of the day. I like to always say the school day doesn't end at 2:30. The second part of the school day starts, and that's when our students get really involved in the clubs and activities and athletics we have. About 67% of our students play at least one sport, and just about as many are involved in at least one club or activity. We do have athletics with no-cut sports in each season, so anybody can participate in athletics each year. And then we very much pride ourselves on a lot of our traditions around our social events. We have a homecoming dance right before Thanksgiving every year that's typically somewhere between 75 to 80% of the students come. So we're managing about 700 to 800 students at the homecoming dance. Our dinner dances, our proms, kids show up for our games, our Tiger Pit, which is our fan base for all of our sporting events. Always sends out information to all 4 grade levels of what the theme is, and we always have a really good time. So the social side of things here at OA is really special as well, and everybody treats each other with such great respect. I'm very, very proud. And when you look at the Hockomock League, we have won multiple times the Sportsmanship Award and the Citizenship Award because of the way our fans and our students respect and appreciate each other both on and off the field. And this is my last slide, and then I'm gonna let you guys go talk to the students and staff in the gyms. So in our NEASC study, we had student and staff surveys completed as well as family surveys, and we're really proud of the results, and NEASC was very impressed with them. And these are just some stats that are really important to me as a leader, and I wanna share with you that close to 90% of our students and families feel safe in this school, which I want it to be 100%. But that's a really good statistic for us and something for us to continue to work on, but to be proud of. Close to 90% of our students have a caring adult in the building. 85% of students and families see that we have high standards for academics, but we also support our kids in reaching those high standards. We're taught to respect each other and our views of each other, especially in some of the climate that we live in right now. The fact that 90% of our graduates are feeling like they've taught how to disagree appropriately with other people means a lot to us as a faculty. And then finally, we provide opportunities for students to pursue their own interests. And like when you look at research and data on high school experiences, that is one of the key factors to engaging students, is to relate it to their own experience and help them make it feel applicable, authentic, meaningful to them. And we try really hard to do that every day. Okay, I know I'm a little bit of a fast talker, and I went quickly because I want to make sure that you all have time to get out there. And for all of you guys who are going to join us at the football game today, I want to make sure you can try to get out there. So I'm going to take questions right now from anybody, and then I'll excuse you guys to head on out to meet our amazing staff and students. Do I have any questions? You can ask anything. My kid's in the back. What are you thinking? Do you have any questions about OA? Number one question I usually get is, what is the cell phone policy? Do you guys have that question? Yes? Okay. You can't have your phones during class, and you can't have your phones during H block. But right now, we give you the opportunity to check your phones between classes and at lunch. I will say, though, when you guys go to the lunchroom, however, you're not going to see a lot of phones. It's pretty special. Most of the kids are talking to each other, with the exception of our Clash Royale, like addicts. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You guys up there? Yeah, I see you. You just can't help but play. But at least you're playing each other at the table, even if you're not talking. Any other questions? All right, well, I'm here. Mrs. Neely's there. Mr. Mastro's there. If your question is something you didn't want to ask out loud, please feel free. Again, as you exit the auditorium, you'll see our 2 gyms right in front of you. Please go talk to our students and our staff. Learn more about OA, ask any questions that you have, and then make sure you walk around and take a tour. Thank you guys so much. It was really great to see you. I can't wait to have you all here next year.